Hey guys, it's JC. I am back today. Do I say that every time I start a video? Maybe I need to be more creative. Yes, I'm back. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm back with another video on wellness products. And the reason is actually because I've had a pretty good response to my last one. I've got a lot of messages and just trying out some things, but I forgot a few things on that one. And I was like, oh shoot, well, whatever. But then I started thinking of more and more things that are absolutely game changers for me. So I'm just doing a part two. So here's some more wellness products that are in my house, will always be in my house, kind of non-negotiable. The basics. I have extras besides these two videos, the things that I've recorded, but they're not as like key. So this is one more list of some things that I hope can maybe help you a little bit depending on what your personal circumstances are. So let's do a few more supplements right at the top. Again, I'm not like a crazy take a million supplements kind of girl, but lately I've had some profound, what's the word? Improvement. I'm on my game today. Improvement. I'm going to go into standard process. That was the line I showed you last time. And the two that I'm going to show you today, I went and got a blood panel. I haven't done that. I'm in my 50s. Why have I not done that before? Showed really low vitamin D. And the crazy thing was, once I started looking up the symptoms and things, I had really blamed a lot of it on my age and hormones. And so I started supplementing hardcore with vitamin D. Guys, huge change. And I'm not saying everybody needs vitamin D, but fatigue, muscle aches, kind of joint aches, just a lot of different things. This is the version from Standard Process. It's Cataplex D. I know that's a weird name, but it's a pure, wonderful, beautiful form of vitamin D. If you're not out in the sun very much, if you put sunblock on from head to toe, the minute you walk outside, you're not getting a lot of vitamin D. You might want to look into vitamin D levels can get depleted in our world pretty easy. And I could not believe how different I felt. I am like downing vitamin D right now. So that is a good option. Your health food store, your local Whole Foods store will have good options too. But that's just a suggestion that maybe you could look at that. The other one, you guys, this is really gross. It's a tablet and you chew it. And I've given it to patients and they're like, kind of tastes like cardboard. But this one has been such a good one for me digestively. I heard someone in training call it a probiotic on steroids. It's just so good for the gut. So again, you can do your research. I'm just throwing some things out there. You can look into it. It's called lactic acid yeast. We need yeast in the body to help balance that gut flora. And Standard Process's version is wonderful. I love this one. This one is especially good if when you eat, you don't feel terrible. If you feel terrible right away, like it hits your stomach and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Take a digestive enzyme. That's more for a digestive enzyme. If you feel okay when you eat and then a few hours later, you're like, what is going on? That's more what this would be for help with colon, other parts of the digestive process than just the stomach needing help breaking it down. So lactic acid yeast is a good one. I occasionally get heartburn like a lot of us do, and I don't like the over-the-counter. I wanted something more natural. And so I found DGL Licorice. If you have not tried this for heartburn, guys, this is so great. Totally like I take a couple, I think, does it say one at a time? One? Yeah, it says one. I sometimes take two. Knocks it out. This version actually tastes like licorice and I don't like it as much. I accidentally bought this. I like the chocolate one better, of course. Of course, right? Being the sugar girl that I have always been. The chocolate is better because I'm not a big one on the licorice taste. So I'll put a link to this one and the chocolate version. Neither of them are like epic. I mean, they're a tablet. They're kind of gritty, but that coats so well with acid reflux, heartburn. DGL Licorice is such a good natural alternative to like Tums or something like that. My last supplement, well, I guess I have two kind of more left. If you're not on some type of omega-3 fish oil for inflammation in the body, This does so many good things. In fact, my boss that I worked for, this is his number one. He just is always like, get on fish oil. If there's inflammation in your system, and it can cause all kinds of side effects. This is the problem though. Read the label. If you go get a Costco fish oil, you need to take like 10 Costco fish oils to get the same amount of omega-3s that you get in a better version. So quality matters. I'll just put this one up there because this is the one I use. It's got 1,600 milligrams of omega-3s into. So just make sure you're reading labels. Don't just grab a fish oil off the counter and not do your homework a little bit, that it's a quality brand. But fish oil, oh, I was talking to my colleague the other day and she said, it's made a difference in my skin. I wish that was true for me. No, my skin's, it's fine. It's fine. I just still get those hormonal cysts. I'm like, what will fix them? It's just my lot in life. But she really noticed a difference. So give fish oil a try. Okay, here's my last kind of supplement. For UTIs, urinary tract infections, I'm hoping you've heard, it's been out for years, that multiple rounds of antibiotics can decimate your gut and really cause some bad side effects. Now, I'm not anti-antibiotics. I know sometimes even the Lord himself would say, get to an ER and get on some antibiotics. So I'm not bashing that. But oh, if we can use natural products to get the same result and then only have to use those things when absolutely necessary, how much better is that? So I could tell I was getting a UTI. I knew what was causing it too. Dang it. Don't you hate that? Found this. It's called UT Vibrance and it's a powder. And I would just put it in a little water and just drink it like a shot. And you do it like every few hours until the bottle is gone. We were going camping. So I was like, no, 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 no. I cannot go camping and have this get worse, because it started that day we were packing and I was like, no. So I actually bought 2 and I took a second one with me because I was like, I'm not getting caught out in the middle of nowhere with terrible UTI symptoms. This one thing knocked it out, just the one bottle. So I'm telling you, I was super impressed, super impressed. An option if you struggle with UTIs. Now there could be other contributing factors, your diet. You get a functional medicine doctor. If you have recurrent UTIs, there probably needs to be some more support from a practitioner. But if it's just one every once in a while, like we women get, that's a really, really good product. I will link that below. Okay, and I almost didn't talk about the next thing. I was like, oh, do I put that on the list? But if you have not jumped on the bandwagon for essential oils yet, it's so much more widely accepted and understood than when I first started essential oils, probably about 12 or 13 years ago. It was still kind of like, oh, that's weird. Why are you doing that? Now it's out there that it is a wonderful resource. It was actually an answer to prayer for me, where the Lord went, someone introduced me to it and I was like, I don't know about all this weird stuff. And I rejected it. And then someone else was put in my path. And it was like the Lord was like smacking me going, listen to them. This is going to bless your life and bless your family. So we've been using oils for, like I said, 12, 13 years. I would say I never had the money to do the really expensive ones. That was really hard for me because I had 7 kids and that's a lot of oil. And the price was just so tough. And I was led to a brand that I've been using pretty much that whole time. If you have never tried oils, I'm really rambling today. I'm sorry. It's been a week. Okay, it's only Tuesday when I'm filming this. I can't say that yet. Maybe if I would just give you 3 recommendations of something to start with, instead of going crazy and feeling like you need to have all the things, I would have some form of, the generic version, a lot of time it's called Thieves. doTERRA calls it On Guard. Young Living calls it, oh, what do they call it? No, Young Living calls it Thieves. It's a blend of 5 oils. And they're all antibiotic, antibacterial, antiviral. We have used them for sickness for years, and it has been amazing. We have gargled with it. We have swished with it. We put it on our feet. We've used it so much. This is from Butterfly Express. That's the brand, and I'll put the link below. It's on Amazon, so I'll just link the Amazon link, but they have their own website. Their version of Thieves or On Guard this blend is called Spice C, and it has a little extra cinnamon in it, and that's why I like it. It smells like cinnamon. It smells so good. It's got other oils in it. Antibacterial, antiviral. Like, here's an antibiotic alternative. You can put it on your feet because your feet have the biggest pores in your body, and it can be assimilated into the body through the feet. And then maybe if you don't want to smell like oils, you put it on your feet and then put your shoes on. But Spice C is amazing. Every time we're sick, this comes out, and it comes out fast. I have little roller bottles you can buy at most health food stores, and I make my own. I just pour this into the roller bottles with a little extra oil to dilute it, and we just roll it on our feet or wherever, your chest or your tummy. So Spice C from Butterfly Express. They also have a version of pain oil that has wonderful essential oils in it that are healing for the tissues. They give that cool feeling like icy hot, but it also heals at the same time. So we use a lot of this. They have a pain version, and they have another one called Deeper, and they're both lotion that you can rub on sore muscles. So I'll put both of those links. We've really liked those. Oh, and I don't have the third. The third I would recommend is having a bottle of lavender around. If you haven't, a quality bottle of lavender essential oil for burns, nothing has worked like lavender. And we've been doing that for years. And I could tell you stories. My husband severely burned his hand welding, and he still raves about what he dumped lavender on it, wrapped it up. He still raves about the healing that lavender was. So if you just aren't sure where to start with essential oils, a blend, a Thieves blend, Spice C. Look up Thieves essential oil. You can study about that blend. Each company has their own name for it, but a Thieves blend, maybe lavender, maybe some pain oil, and start there. Okay, couple more things. I don't really think I'll put a lot of beauty stuff on because that's just not my thing, but there is something I've been using all summer, and it's a clean product, and I have loved it. It's a clean self-tanner. You guys, this is so awesome, and it has been easy to put on. It hasn't looked orange. People have been like, Mom, have you been in the sun? Like, my kids are like, Mom. I have just loved just a little bit of self-tanner to take away the blinding white when I wear shorts or a little summer dress. I just use this. What's the brand? Beauty by Earth self-tanner. Safe and effective. It's made from natural ingredients. And I've used it actually for a while, but this summer I've used it a lot. And I just put some lotion in my hand and then put some of this in my hand and rub it in. And then I just do my legs. I haven't done my whole body. So if you put it on your face and have a hard time with it, no guarantees. I wasn't brave enough to put it on my face. But if I do my legs, I didn't even use a mitt or anything. I just will rub it all over my legs and feet and then just scrub my hands really good with soap. And it's been awesome. It's made the summer kind of fun. All right, two books. Actually 3, but I don't have the third one. I found a naturopathic doctor who deals with women's hormones, and I love her content. So her name is Lara, L-A-R-A, Lara. Did I say that right? Lara? Briden, B-R-I-D-E-N, from Australia. I'll put the link to her Instagram below, but she has a ton of blog posts and help for all kinds of reproductive things for women. Now, her first book is called The Period Repair Manual. And oh my heavens, I've seen reviews and heard raving. I bought her second book because I'm in the menopausal stage. I kind of passed all that, but I would highly recommend the first book. No matter what you struggle with, if you don't have regular periods and you're coming off, or you want to get off synthetic birth control, or she advocates for natural birth control. She advocates for making sure we are ovulating, doing all that we can, because that does so much for our health. Oh, she's so good. So I'll put the link to her my Period Repair Manual book. This is her second one that's more for later in life. It's called the Hormone Repair Manual. And she just answers so many questions and takes such a holistic approach that I have loved following her and learning from her. So Lara Briden, Hormone Repair Manual or Period Repair Manual. Check those out. The other book I wanted to recommend, if you have, or a loved one, struggle with IBS, ulcerative colitis, just some really bad digestive stuff, This is a book by Danielle Walker called Food Saved Me. She has a blog that I actually didn't really have her blog. I refined that out. I just found this, and I think this is an important resource to understand the food's role in the healing process. And she is very vulnerable, very real about what she's been through, and it wasn't a perfect, like, I just changed my diet, everything was happily ever after. No, she's had a lot of hills to climb and some tough stuff to go through. But if that's your story, this might be worth checking out. Food Saved Me by Danielle Walker. Okay, this is a long video already, but I have 3 more things. Well, 4. The rest of it, so you can turn it off if this doesn't apply to you. The rest of it, I'm going to keep going for any who have chronic neck and upper back and shoulder blade, all of that pain. I talked about it a little bit in my last video because I was in a car accident, and that's something I'm constantly trying to find ways to help support my neck. It can get bad really quick, but I've also found some ways to really keep it under control. So if you struggle with chronic neck pain, again, if we look down a lot at our phones, if we're looking down at computers, I work in a chiropractor's office and we just see so much neck tension, especially for women. I had one of our therapists, our massage therapist, said women carry it here. Men tend to carry it in their low back. Women, we just carry the weight of the world. And so the tension, being able to manage it on our own is so important. Practitioners can help. Massage therapists, chiropractors, body work, different types of stretching and working out can help so much. So this is kind of weird. That's a little wedge. Now, there are more expensive versions of this, but this is a cheap version you can get on Amazon called an Apex Cervical Orthosis. And I will put a link to this one, but I'll also put a link to another kind that I've seen out there. This is something you lay on. So I put my head right here and tip my head back. So it's like that. I'm on the floor and my head is back like this, and this wedge for about 10 to 15 minutes a day. I get so much pain at the bottom of my skull. This has been a huge game changer in terms of, if it's really bad, I'll be on it twice a day. And you can find videos online of how to use it. I want to be really careful. Just if you do one of these, start slow. If you've never done it before, start like 2 minutes a day, because this could almost give you a headache. If your neck is not in a proper place where you're ready to start, it can shoot up into your head. So you go slow, but it's a way to release the tension. If your neck is not happy because your head's been pulled forward by computer use or office, working at a desk all day, whatever. I even had someone say to me once, I'm raising little kids, I'm looking down all day and it just starts to ache. One of these type of tools, huge, huge, huge. I crave it now. I can tell when I haven't done it and how much I need it. So I will link those below. The Apex Cervical Orthosis. I can't remember what the other one's called. It's blue. I'll link it though, right underneath this one. Other things for neck pain, if you do not have a good pillow, please, you are spending hours and hours and hours in bed of your life. Think about it. Maybe a third of your life is in that position. If your neck is not supported and resting in a way that's in alignment, if you have a flat pillow and you're laying on your side and your head is like this all night, what's going to happen to that neck pain? It's not going to get any better. So having a good cervical support pillow is a big. Now, I have tried lots and lots and lots and lots of pillows. My son has migraines. He has found a pillow that absolutely has been huge for him. Like, he doesn't leave home without it. He said, Mom, this is huge. Like an answer to prayer for him too. But it's called the Pillow Cube, but it's like $130. And I found a knockoff on Amazon that's like $50. It's the Pillow Cubes. Can you see, guys? It's shaped like a cube. But the idea is, this part of your body is at a right angle. So that, as you're laying, can support that neck and keep it in alignment. So my husband has it. My other son's loving it. The reviews are amazing for the Pillow Cube, actually. But if you want to try the knockoff, because my husband has the real one and my son has the real one. But then I just thought, I'm going to try this. And it's been pretty good. So this is Top Pure brand. Top Pure. A Pillow Cube. That might be, it's like a memory foam That might be one option for you to try. Also, there's a lot of ones that are like this. This is just one I found on Amazon. It's only like 20 something, but it has two different, you can lay on it this way or this way, you know, like whichever, but so that your neck is getting that support right here while you're laying down. If you have a flat pillow and your head's sleeping flat all night, it is going to wreck you. So having some type of cervical pillow to support that neck if it's hurting will make such a huge difference. So you don't wake up just like in a vice, like, having good support. So I'll link this one below too. Guys, there's a lot of them. You can do your homework. Again, be prayerful. Be prayerful. If you're going to spend money on your health, ask the Lord to guide and help you to know what will help your specific body. Okay, I'm at 20 minutes. This is my last one, I promise. I talk a lot about, I talked about trigger points in the last, my trigger point manual, and how you can get knots in the muscle that shoot different places that can cause pain. I've tried a lot of different massagers. A lot. This one is one that goes behind you, and then it has little handholds, see? So you can kind of do it like that. And you guys, I've had this one for over a year, and see how you can see it rolling. So I sit back on the couch, and so I don't have to pull it down. I just sit back against something. This has been another big one for me. I'm not doing it right, but I will bring it up and let it roll on my neck, on the bottom of my skull. I'll have it work down in my upper back, and then I'll just slide it all the way down my back. I'll be watching TV and I'll just sit back against it and let it roll and come down, and then let it roll. You can see it also has heat, but it hasn't broken. I thought it was going to break. I told my husband, I'm like, it won't last, but it has. And even, I told him, even if it lasts 6 months, that's the cost of massage, and then I can get a massage on my own muscles. So at the end of the day, this has been another huge one to release all that tension, to have some way. I mean, we wish that our spouse or someone we love would give us a personal massage, right? Doesn't always happen. So I will link this one below. This has been a keeper for me. Like I said, I've tried so many different ones, and some have been a real miss, but that one's been a hit, and I've used it and used it and used it and given it away. So that's another way to release some neck pain tension. Okay, that was a lot. If you have questions about any of these products, you can always ask me below. I hope that helps. Again, depending on what you're dealing with, that some of these things can become game changers for you too. Have a wonderful week.